Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, if it's afternoon where you are. Good evening, if it's nighttime where you are.
Not yet.
Not yet, right? So it's still
Probably by the end of the stream it will be.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for another episode of Disney Collectibles Sunday. And today we have none other than DizneyDan with us.
You know what? I am so excited for this. I mean, collectibles, like, I've just got like a shrine to Disney. I think everybody here has got like a shrine to Disney, but like, come on, I'm so excited about this. This is gonna be so much fun.
Yay!
And yeah, I can't wait to just talk all new stuff coming and pins. I'm sure we'll be talking about pins a lot because both of us are avid pin addictors.
Yes, I know that you were telling us yesterday on your live that you have now over 300 pins. 300 pins? Is that right?
Like, I tell you what, right? I started collecting pins like maybe 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Thanks to Meg from Mickey's Magic and Corey Fiasco. And they were like tempting me to like buy pins on the stream, and now like it's just become I'm just addicted.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, when I heard you, I was like, when did this happen?
Yeah, like I'm addicted, and I'm trying to get like my other half to start collecting pins, but I need a little bit more convincing. So
okay. All right. And good morning, Laura and Jody and Terry. Good afternoon to you. And Lizzie, good afternoon.
Hey, Lizzie.
And Meg Dorst, Michael and Christian, good morning.
Hi, guys.
And Travis and Stacy also, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. And Mar, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. And Dan, I mean, I know that a lot of us, know who you are, but for our friends that are watching today that might not necessarily be familiar with your channel, why don't you talk a little bit about your channel? And good morning, King Bob's Adventure in Collecting.
Hey.
How painful and expensive. They can be.
Oh, yeah.
They definitely can be.
I had to actually open a new bank account just because of pins.
Yeah, I should do that too.
Yeah, I know. I know what budget I need to spend each month on my pin addiction.
At least you kind of keep it under control, like like it's.
Oh yeah, there's no control. There's no control.
Aww.
Yeah, so a bit about me. So my channel is DizneyDan, DizneyDan. I've been doing YouTube for about 9 years, and I live stream, I vlog, I do everything related to Disney. And I've got my main show, which is Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's called Disney Fiasco. This week will be our 126th episode, which is kind of crazy. It's amazing. We're coming up to 3 years doing my live show. And then I do other live streams. I do my Disney movie review with my friends over at Mouse Talk, where we choose a random movie. Those are 6 p.m. on Sunday. And then I do lots of here's, there's, and everywheres. And I actually have a premiere coming out today because it's the Super Bowl, for all you Super Bowl fans out there. As a British man who knows absolutely nothing about American football, I thought I would rank all the American football teams from the best to the worst with no knowledge about American football, and I'm just basing it around their logo. It's pretty funny. I do sort of parody videos, so come check it out. It's going to be fun. It'll be 4:30 this afternoon, but yeah, I'm just a busy online creator, YouTube Disney addict who loves Disney food too.
Yeah. You know what's funny? When you're like, I don't know anything about football, and I'm like, neither do I.
I know nothing. I kid you not. Like I can't even name. When you watch the video later today,
yeah,
all I know is I have no idea who this team is. I'm just gonna put it in like the A tier because it's a cool logo. I don't know. I don't even know anything about it, so I thought it'd be quite fun to do.
Yeah, it's kind of like me. Like, I didn't know who was even playing until Friday. I was like, I know that it's Tom Brady with like the Buccaneers now, but who else is playing? My coworker's like Kansas City, and I'm like, and they are. Yeah, what's the name of the team?
You could tell me. I didn't even know it was Kansas City and the whatever the other team is. But like, if you told me like what logos they were, I'd have no idea. So
me either.
There we go. So if you are interested in that, come watch it. But I do sort of Disney videos, food videos, and just have a good time and just have a laugh. That's pretty much me.
Yeah. Mars says that you push free water at Disney.
Yes. Don't buy the bottled $5.50 water. Spend that money on pens or food.
Yes, or pops if you're
Or
a pop
pops.
collector.
If you're a pop collector, definitely. Use that $5.50 on something worth keeping or having rather than a bottle of Dasani water.
Yes. Mic drop.
Mic drop. There we go. Bye, everyone.
I know, right? That's it. Mic drop. It's funny because when I was making the logo or the thumbnail for today's stream, and I stole one of your pictures for that, the picture had someone in the back with a water bottle, and then I cropped it, which was just you. But I thought it would have been hilarious if I would have added the whole picture on the thumbnail, you, and then some lady in the back holding a water bottle. Like, I thought it was hilarious.
So Kelly from the Mickey Bunch, she admitted this earlier in another stream today. Her son spent $106 on bottled water. $106. Think about how many pins that is. Think about how much food you can get for $106, and she spent it on water.
That sounds like Fiji water to me. Like, the really pricey, expensive water.
Or pops. There you go. Think about how many pops you could buy for $106.
Yeah, Mike Doors are already saying pops. Travis says, truth, don't buy the water, just ask for a cup of water. Yeah, so guys, if you didn't know that, if you go to Disney World, you can just ask for a cup of water. And it's free rather than spending, like Dan says, exactly, $5 on a water bottle. Lizzie says, what? My boyfriend drinks bottled water here in the UK, but I make him have the free water in Disney.
Look, it's okay to buy bottled water from a supermarket because you can get a case of 12 at a supermarket for the same price as one in the park.
Oh, she says that he collects pins and pops, but he buys me plush, which with his water money. Fair enough.
I like how that sounds, pins and pops.
Pins and pops.
Sounds quite
I know. Good. It's like it.
That's a DizneyDan copyright right there. I've copyrighted that. There you go.
Hashtag pins and pops.
Hashtag pins and pops. I don't have. You know what? I know there's a lot of people here who are big pop people. McDork's Pop are big pop people. I've only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 pops, 6 pops. Because the thing is with pops, unlike pins, they're figurines. So I don't have a huge amount of space to put my figures on, whereas pins I can just put them on a corkboard. But so I've decided I've only going to collect pops of characters that I like. I won't collect the whole series or something.
Yeah.
So if I like a character, I will buy the pop, but I have to really love it. I love that character. So yeah, that's how I go about it.
So it's funny because I downloaded the Funko app. And I added some more pops to my app. So, I don't know if you know, but, in the Funko app, you can kind of keep track of the pops that you have. And it kind of gives you an idea of how much your collection is worth, just kind of going with whatever the trending value is. So far, it says that I have 69 pops in my app, but I know there's another pop downstairs. So I have 70 pops. And I see that McDurk says out of box. So I actually just put this Funko right here, or this pop right here, which is the Pop Town. So it's Molly Weasley and with the house. Oh my gosh, I forget the term right now. The house, the Burrows. Oh my gosh, hashtag fake fan. So I took it out of the box. I wanted to display it. And I could hear in my head, why are you taking it out of the box? Because all of them I typically keep in the box.
Yeah.
But that one, I feel like it just looks nicer out of the box.
There. I mean, having them all together, on my shelf, it just I don't know. I just don't like them in the box for some reason. I know that's a big sort of no-no. For those big collectors, you got to have them in the box, pristine condition and mint condition. But for me, I want them out of the box. I don't mind them being out of the box. I like them like that, how they are,
Yeah, and good morning, Rob Fuzz. Thanks so much for joining
Rob,
us.
what's up, buddy?
And so Lizzie's saying my wallet is out of the box. I don't care that it's worth nothing. He is mine. So yeah, guys, tell us in the chat. Are you guys out of the box collectors, or do you keep them in the box? I kind of want to know because I typically keep them in the box, but then I feel like that one had to be out of the box.
Wait, how many? Yeah, I only have 7, and they're all out of the box in like a big sort of huddle.
Yeah.
So, and it's quite well. I got a Hercules Funko, but he doesn't stand up on his own, so he's leaning against Tyrion Lannister right now. So,
so you have some Game of Thrones pops.
Yeah, so I've got 2 from Game of Thrones, Tyrion being my favorite character, and Jon Snow. I have from Disney, I have Hercules and Kronk. And I have Spider-Man because I'm a big Spider-Man fan. And then I also have... Hold on, let me get him. There we go. I also have Han Solo.
Let me make you full screen. Are we showing something?
No, this is going to be really lame.
Okay.
As a child of the 90s, Pokemon was a big thing. And also, I was a big collector, because this is a collecting show, of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay.
So I had to get a Yugi Funko Pop. I just absolutely love this. This is like really niche. I think the detail of him is pretty cool. So I had to get him. I had to get Yugi because he was like my favorite thing to watch as a child. So
yeah.
So I had to, I love the fact like Funko like has everything like you could possibly imagine.
I agree. That is why I like the pops, because it's just so you can get so many different things, not just Disney. It could be like Harry Potter. It could be like you said, Game of Thrones or Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon. Like I have been wanting to get like the Twilight pops, and Buffy pops. So there's so much out there. So I really like pops because there's, like I said, there's really a little bit of everybody, for everybody out there. But before I forget, I wanted to say real quick that I wanted to share something exciting with you guys. In the past few days, I finally reached 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
and I am just so excited and so humbled by it. I'm not gonna cry. Like I've been doing my channel for about 1 year and 4 months, and I worked really hard on my channel. So I was really excited to finally make it to 1,000. And I have a short that's doing pretty decent. It's reached 29,000 views recently, and I'm just so humbled that my channel, or people have been more exposed to my channel because of this short, and people that have liked my content have decided to subscribe. And I'm just so excited. Like I couldn't believe it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just gotta share this with everybody here. Now I gotta get my watch time in line. But I was just so excited.
Here's the thing, as somebody who's been following you since the start and just seeing how your channel's grown, it is amazing to see. And I think all of us here in the chat and certainly myself, we're so sort of proud of you for this amazing achievement. So really, honestly, Mel, this is amazing. So here's to the next 1,000.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And, thank you to everybody that's been subscribed to my channel from the beginning. Like Dan said, if you've been with me for 1 year, for 6 months, for 2 months, for a day, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm not going to cry.
It is a big thing. I mean, I remember when I hit my 1,000, like I was, so emotional. And I think, when you do reach that big milestone, it is such a relieving feeling. It is such a, I've seen so many people who've crossed that milestone and just are so happy that they've made it and made it to that 1,000. And it really is an amazing achievement. So, we're all so proud of you and everybody who's getting, closer and closer to those 1,000 subscribers. And it is amazing. It is a real amazing achievement. So
yeah, well, thank you so much. And I also wanted to take this opportunity because I also wanted to give a shout out to Lizzie. Lizzie just reached 17,000 1,000 followers on Instagram. Like, that is insane. I know that Lizzie has a giveaway in the works, so keep an eye out for that. And also, Live with Carrie, she's been on YouTube for a couple of weeks, and she's doing really awesome too. So, I just wanted to, give credit where credit is due. And of course, Dan, you're always killing it.
I try. I mean, I try and do. I think everybody does their own style and their own videos, and I just keep doing the way I've always done my things, and just work hard and keep producing content. And I've always said that subscribers, they do mean a lot to me, but not so much the subscriber count, but the people who are in this community. And I think you could arguably say, like, not just in the Disney community, but now, what I love about, your channel and what this community is, you're bringing in our friends over in the pop community and all the sort of the fan fiction community. It's so fantastic to see. And when I started this 5-6 years ago, when I was in this Disney community 5-6 years ago, it's nothing than what it was now. Now it's huge and amazing, and I've met friends for life, and it is just so amazing. So it is so great, and we can all collect stuff together.
Yes, it's one of the reasons why I've mentioned it before, but that's one of the reasons why I named my channel "Geeking Out with Mally Mel," because I'm a geek, I'm a dork, I'm a nerd, and I love Disney. Woo! High five! High five! Yeah. Oh, hold on. We should like this.
There we go. we had the same thing that we were like, yeah, no, we've got to do it this way.
So yeah, because we are all here collectors, whether we collect Disney pins or Disney pops or Harry Potter pins or Harry Potter pops, or just pins or pops or plushies or Legos or comics. There's a huge comic community here too. I think you were reaching out for a comment. I'm like, you're gonna show me a comic? Is that a water bottle? Dan?
This is freshly brewed sparkling water by yours truly.
Really?
Freshly brewed. And when I mean freshly brewed, it's just added a bit of carbonation in some water.
Okay. I was gonna say, Dan, you just reached for like a water bottle.
I know, great. But if you thought this was a big water bottle, that is 2 liters. I drink a lot of water.
Water's good for you. I have my water too.
It is. It's a lot of. It's a lot. But I'm not a collector of water bottles. This just happens to have 2 water bottles on my desk.
Okay.
So I'm not. It's one of those things. Like, you're such an avid hater of Disney bottles and buying bottles of water at Disney, yet you have water bottles on your desk.
It's okay. We all have some of those that we just reuse, because I feel like all of us have bought at least one water bottle in our lives, and then we can just, refill it. And but with that said, so how about we get into some news?
Let's do it. I'm excited.
So typically Mondays is when we get a lot of like new collectibles on Shop Disney. So because I'm a little crazy. The first thing I do when I wake up is go and Shop Disney. Like, I'm still in bed, my alarm goes off, turn off the alarm, go and Shop Disney. And just kind of see what's there. So we actually, this past Monday, it wasn't the exception. We had a decent amount of collectibles. So let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. The first thing we saw, there's this new movie, Disney movie coming out called Raya and the Last Dragon. Now, I don't know much about this. I don't know if it's out already or if it's coming out. Guys, let me know.
Coming out February, March something. I think it's early March.
Okay.
If you've seen the trailer, oh my gosh. I mean, I could do a Dan rant right here. Like, so the Raya and the Last Dragon is going to be coming out on Disney Plus as well as in movie theaters. But it's gonna have that premiere access like Mulan did.
I haven't seen Mulan yet. Oh my god.
Yeah. You're not. You save your time.
Really? All right.
But I saw the trailer for Raya and the Last Dragon, and I thought this is just next level. The animation is beautiful. The story looks incredible. I'm really into sort of mythology and the sort of the dragons kind of stuff. It looks really like a stunning movie, and that pin, Look at how the detail of that pin.
Yes, it's a really pretty pin. I like that Disney has been doing this a lot with some other,
Mm.
new movies are coming out, or even just anniversaries and things like that. This box pin is like a mini jumbo pin. It's a pretty high edition size, LE 4500. It's
Mm.
$60, 59.99. I mean, it's a really pretty.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. I mean, it's a really pretty pin, but I saw the trailer for Raya a while ago. I don't remember much of it. I think that it's kind of pricey, but maybe once the movie comes out, people will be like huge fans. I know that
Mm.
McDorks they're really into Raya for when the movie comes out and stuff. So, people like Christian and Michael, they might be getting the pin now. What I'm thinking is once the movie comes out and people are really into this movie, then the collectibles are going to be more popular. So my guess is that this pin is going to sit on Shop Disney for a little bit. And I think that it's probably going to pick up more once the movie comes out. I mean, what do you think, Dan?
I think they've put it up there to like give you a hint of what it's gonna be like. It's gonna like tempt. What I think with these big pins, right? I feel like Disney are like tempting us of like they're just like, oh, we're just gonna put this pin here just to sit here, and then we'll just let you sort of think about maybe adding this to your collection, and then you see the movie and you're like, oh, that pin is on Shop Disney. I'm gonna go and get that. So Disney are really smart about this because they,
Yeah.
they put the pieces there. They put the breadcrumbs, the breadcrumb trail there, and they're just like, oh, once this movie comes out, and if you love the movie, they're gonna maybe grab that grab that pin. But I agree with McDork's part. It is. It's quite a lot for a pin. $60 for a pin. That's
It's
pretty
pricey.
yeah.
Travis is saying wish the edition was lower, but still looks beautiful. I think that this is just my thoughts. I mean, know what you guys think in the chat, but I think that a lower edition size might justify a higher price because it's just there are not as many available. But when you
Mm.
have a big edition size and it's this expensive, it tends to sit there a little longer. I think that when you have a lower edition size, it just kind of feels like it's just more valuable in a way. Not necessarily valuable, but people are like, oh wow, I mean it's $60, but it's also LE 300. So I don't know. I feel like sometimes the higher prices are justified by the low editions. What do you think?
Does it say that pin is a jumbo?
No, but it looks like a mini jumbo.
Right. So if this was a full size jumbo, then I can understand it being $60 because you have seen those big jumbo pins for that price. But I mean, even if that pin was $50 or $40, that would be a little bit better. But $60, I mean, that's what 6 bottles of water at Disney.
Right? It's about right. I think that most of us here are in agreement that it is pretty, but it is a bit pricey.
Yeah.
Travis is saying so true. I got a Moana WDI pin the day before the movie was released. Ended up trading it, but after the movie, I wish I would have kept it. Today it goes for thousands. So live and learn. So I mean, WDI pins they do tend to have a low edition size though.
Yeah.
Laura says $60 for a meal instead. I'm down for that.
Think about how many Sonar bread services that is.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I finally tried the bread service.
Right?
Excuse me, when we went to Disney this past December and we came back in January. It was so good. Oh my gosh.
You see?
I know.
That's what it's at. That's it. I say the Sonar bread service is the best thing you can eat at Disney property.
And we also went to Morimoto. We went with Jody and Laura and Mike Dork's Pop. And it was amazing.
I have not been yet. I have not been yet. And I'm apparently the food guy, but I haven't been to Morimoto yet. I need to go.
Oh my gosh. Well, when you go, if you go
I'll give you a call.
Yes, if you go with someone else, you need to share their Peking duck, which is a meal for two, and you need to get their fried rice. Their
Mm,
fried rice is the best fried rice I have ever had. That can just be my meal. Their fried rice. It is absolutely amazing. I kind of convinced Jody and Laura and Christian and Michael to get the same thing. So we all got the same thing. And oh my gosh, it was delicious. So if you do go, you need to try that.
we got to do it.
Yes. But moving on to some other collectibles. So on Monday, of course, because it's like a big day for drops on Shop Disney, we also had the Up Mystery pin set. This originally came out at the parks, but it's now available also on Shop Disney. So if people were hoping to get a pickup, now it's available on the website. The mystery pin set comes with 2 pins per box and is $15.99, which is not horrible. It's about $8 a pin if you think about it. What do you think about this one, Dan?
This set, I think there's one word that comes to mind, and it's cute.
It is cute.
I think it's such a cute set, especially Doug right there. I think he's sort of extra cute, and baby Carl with the balloon. I'm not the I do like Up. I'm not the biggest fan of Up. It's not my favorite Pixar film, but I do enjoy it. I've got a few Up pins, but I may pick up a box of it and just to see what I get. And I think with all of the mystery boxes, there's always one or two that I really don't want. But I think this set, I think I could say it is a cute set.
Yes.
I think Kevin and Russell was cute. And you don't see much of young Ellie, which I quite like, with her braces in the adventure book. I think that's a really quite a nice pin. And I don't know how I feel about that Doug. That Doug does not look like Doug. In my opinion.
But I agree with you. I mean, I am not an app collector, but I think that this mystery pin set is really cute. They also released a booster set, which was also first released at the parks, and now it's also on Shop Disney for $27.99. You get 4 pins. This one's a bit pricier. Actually, no, let me think about it. So 28 divided by 4, it's about $7 a pin.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's about the same. But these are also very cute.
Yeah.
So if you guys or anyone out there is an Up collector, this is definitely time to get your Up pins. And good morning, Mark, the Nerd Bar. Thanks so much for stopping by. We were talking about your favorite Mark pins. I always tell Mark that I'm going to make him into a pin person, and he's always like, "Nope."
Here, listen, I've been converted to a pin sort of obsession thanks to the people of this community. So I started off with one, and now I've got over 300 pins. So
there you go, Mark. I mean, it's only time until we see unboxings on the Nerd Bar's channel.
Just find your favorite character, or favorite movie, or favorite park, or favorite whatever, and just start collecting.
There you go. We're gonna get you some Iron Man pins, Nerd Bar, because we know you like Iron Man. So, but with that said, I feel like whenever we do our show on Sundays, time goes by so fast. We're almost about a half hour
I know.
into the stream. Oh my goodness. You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. So also on Monday, we had another mystery pin set release. We had the Disney Princesses mystery pin set. This is another pin set where it's 2 pins per box, so $15.99. So it's the same thing, about $8 a pin. Now I am really considering getting this because I want that bell pin, and then it's just always fun to collect mystery pins. What do you think about this one, Dan?
So I think I'm actually quite a big I quite like collecting princess pins, because not just the princess, but I like the films. Yeah. I've got their own sort of small sort of cork board full of princess pins. I don't like a lot of them. I mean, I won't collect a Pocahontas or a Snow I quite like Snow White, but not a Pocahontas or a Mulan. I really want either Cinderella, Belle for sure, Jasmine, Moana, and Ariel. I think those are the ones I'll probably get. But I mean, they're not like must gets for me. But if I, wanted to add them to my collection, like I would.
Definitely, I feel like the princesses are always really good traders. So
Right.
Even if you get a princess that you might not necessarily collect. I feel like all these princesses are popular. So I mean, I feel like they'll be good traders. So I don't know. I'm like toying with the idea of getting a couple of these boxes.
Mm,
Lady Crystal, the princess pins are cute, but I only like some of them. So
I
yes,
agree.
that's what I mean. Me too. I only like some of them, but I think that they'll be good traders because it's always the cool thing about pin trading is that everybody collects different things. So at least you'll have a princess for everybody. So I that's one of the things that I like about these princess pins. But
Yeah, it's a nice set. It's a nice set.
yeah, we also had more princess pins come out on Monday. Now, these are all like open edition pins or rack pins, if you want to call them that.
Yeah.
These are all $12.99 each. So we had Moana, we had Ariel, we have Aurora, we have Rapunzel, Cinderella, and Belle. So I'm also considering getting Belle,
Yeah.
Belle, and a couple of the mystery boxes because Belle's
Yeah.
my girl.
I'm not overly excited about these ones, if I'm honest. I think there are some better open edition princess ones out there. But I actually quite like the Rapunzel one with the hair. I think that's quite a cool design. And then obviously Belle is Belle, 'cause everyone loves Belle.
Yeah, and I like castles too, so I feel like
Right.
this pin is kind of calling my name. It has Belle and it has a castle, and I'm like, all right, so I might need this pin.
Yeah.
But talking about some more drops on Shop Disney, we also had this really cool magic band. So Dan, do you have magic bands?
Yeah, I have a few. I've collected some over the years, depending on where I've stayed at Disney. I also have like a few. Actually, I can grab them. Oh gosh, gonna drop everything. There we go. I have a few. I mean, I have like a Toy Story one. When it's quite a cool idea that if you're from the UK or from overseas, sometimes part of the package you get a special magic band when you stay. So last time I was there, I was given this Toy Story magic band, which is pretty nice for Toy Story Land. Yeah, and then I've got like lots and lots of. I've got some original magic bands for the first version of the magic band, and I have sort of the newer version of the magic band. I've got this sort of mine.
That's cute.
Magic band, but no, I've only got like only a few.
You have like a magic band garland over there.
There you go.
But yeah, this it's cool to see the magic bands on Shop Disney also, especially when they are limited edition magic bands. This is an LE 2000. It is for the Festival of the Arts for 2021. They also had a pass holder magic band on the website. I don't know if it's still there, but the cool thing is that it's the 5th anniversary also of the Festival of the Arts. So I think that's a pretty cute one. I didn't get this magic band, but I think it's cool when they add them to the website too, because I feel like a lot of people go crazy for the magic bands too. There's a big community of magic band collectors, so I think this is like a really cool one too.
Yeah, I quite like this one. It reminds me a lot of Figment colors.
Yes, yes.
And anything Figment, I'm down.
I like Figment too. Figment is pretty cool. And what do you think about Loungefly pins, Dan?
So I don't collect Loungefly pins, not because I don't dislike them, just because it's really hard for us in the UK to get Loungefly pins. You have to sort of order them from overseas, and they cost sort of a lot of money to get them shipped here. I like them, but I don't really collect those. But maybe I'll be converted at some point.
Yeah, like you see, I have some Loungefly pins, and starting last year, I forget when last year exactly this happened, but Loungefly decided to release a new box mini jumbo limited edition pin every Tuesday. So they come out Tuesdays at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time. And it's cool that we get a new release every Tuesday. Now it's kind of like something that we look forward to. And just like Disney used to do where they had their pin flyers, now Loungefly does the same thing. I feel like they're kind of late when they release their pin flyers. It's either like the very last day of the prior month, or like this month, they released the flyer on February 1st. I know that when Disney used to do the pin flyers, they would release it maybe like the last week of the month or so of the month prior. I mean, I guess it's not super early, but Launchfly released the flyer on Monday on the 1st, and they have a lot of cool pins. And Launchfly doesn't just do Disney, but they have other licenses. So this past Tuesday, the 2nd, we had a Peter Pan mini jumbo pin. It was LE1000, and all these pins are interactive. So for the Peter Pan pin, this one was a sliding pin. Now, this coming Tuesday the 9th, it's not Disney, but we're gonna get a Ghostbusters Ecto 1 LE600 glow in the dark pin, and I am going to be getting that one. And then the following week, we will be having on the 16th Dumbo, and Dumbo is a hinge pin LE1000, and on the 23rd we're gonna have Snow White Dopey, and it's gonna be a sliding pin also LE1000, and all these pins are $25, which I don't think they're horribly priced considering they are mini jumbo pins, they are box pins, and they are limited edition pins, and they're all interactive in some sort of way. What do you think about that, Dan? About the pricing on these pins and these weekly releases that Loungefly is doing?
I like the weekly release sort of idea that each week you're sort of building up to something, and you're sort of waiting for it to be released. Look, Mel, you know I'm a massive Peter Pan fan. I mean, that Peter Pan pin looks gorgeous. I mean, I'm the biggest Peter Pan fan. I could order that if I, was desperate to have it. You know what? I'm even convinced that I'm gonna get that because that looks amazing. But yeah, I quite like sort of the limited edition size of the pins, only 1,000. And I like the fact that Loungefly are sort of breaching out a little bit into sort of doing their own thing. But no, that Peter Pan pin is amazing. And even the Dopey pin I quite like too.
Yeah, Lizzie is saying that she will be tempted by the Dopey pin, but my favorite Loungefly pin, Mel. So I told Lizzie, because last month we had this really cute up pin, and I told her that I'm gonna order the Ghostbusters pin, and that I'm gonna order her the up pin. I'm gonna gift that to her. But yeah, I mean, Loungefly is coming with the really cute ones. And then Dirk, my husband, he loves Ghostbusters, and I'm sure that at this point it's no longer a surprise. But I'll be getting him that pin for Valentine's Day. But I mean, it's such a cool pin, and it glows in the dark, which I think kind of goes nicely with the Ghostbusters theme and Slimer, just kind of glowing in the dark.
Love that, yeah.
I really like that. And
it's a great idea.
Yeah, and like Ryan from Frog Princess, who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
Oh my gosh, we're such dorks. I love it. So we did see this past Monday. The flyer finally came out of this past Monday. Now, another thing that we saw on Monday, let me just stop sharing my screen real quick because I'm going to share a different screen. But what are your thoughts on the Nuimos, Dan? Have you heard about those?
Heard about them?
Mm-hmm.
It's not for me. Those are like the new small plushy things. They're like they're like the bag ones. The mystery.
The Wishables?
Wishable. They're like the Wishables, similar. It reminds me a lot of those. Look, I can see why people quite like them. I can see why people are interested, and I can see sort of a place for them on the shelves. It's not really for me. And I'm not overly invested yet on the looks of them. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I would have to be convinced about the new. I can't even pronounce them. The Nuimos.
Nuimos, yeah.
Nuimos.
I love how we're all kind of dorky in here. Crystal, I ain't afraid of no ghost. But yes, the Nuimos, I guess they were really big in Asia and like the Asian parks and stuff like that. And then they came to the US. So I went to my local Disney store and they had some there. They're like about the size of a hand, maybe a little bigger. And the arms have like wire, so they're like postable. But the craze is that you can dress them up. They're like plushie dolls that you can dress up. Like I've seen a lot of people dressing up Baby Yoda, Grogu. On like Instagram, you see like Grogu like dressed up in like all kinds of different outfits, which is kind of funny. So I guess it's kind of partly it's kind of like the fun, I guess, of the Nuimos that you can just dress them up. So this past Monday, we had some new outfits for these. I'm gonna share some of these real quick. Now, I think these are a bit on the pricier side, I think, if you're looking to collect Nuimos, because I mean the doll or the plushie itself is I believe they're about $17.99 if I'm not mistaken right now, it's from memory. But then the outfits are $12.99. Some of them might be a little bit more. So I mean, if you don't want to have a naked plushie, you need some outfits. And then before you know it, you can be spending a lot of money on some of these. And like, for example, I know that Lizzie was saying that she wanted to get the Rapunzel cosplay outfit. I mean, they are adorable, but I think that, they can be a little on the pricier side. I mean, it's cool. They have like like an Ahsoka type or Star Wars one here. That's really adorable. They have shoes. And this is what they look like if they're naked. Like, you need to get them some clothes. So I mean, they did come out with a bunch of them. They also have spirit jerseys for them. Oh my goodness.
Oh
But
my gosh.
yes, these are a little pricier though. One spirit jersey, at least this one that we're seeing right now, is $20. Just that,
Jeez.
no pants, no shoes, just a spirit jersey. So I mean, what do you think about these, and what do you guys think? You guys in the chat, what do you think about?
I don't know. It's gonna quite. It's hard for me to justify. Like, how much is just the plush on its own?
I believe they are $17.99. I just saw the
Right.
angel plushie right over here.
So
Yeah, so it's
right.
$17.99 just
So
the plushie.
$18, right? Just for the plush, and
Mhm.
then another, was it $12.99?
Yeah, so let me see. I
So
think I
so
could.
you're looking at 31 dollars for a little plush.
Yeah, so here's a little breakdown. So,
That's a lot. That is a lot.
yeah, I mean, I guess if this is the only thing you're gonna collect, then is
Yeah,
that
go
your
for it.
thing?
But
Yeah.
the thing is, if you have a plush, right, and then you have one outfit, I mean, I don't know, but I would probably want more than one outfit.
Yes.
So that's
So,
where they're gonna get you,
oh yeah.
and it's, I don't know, it's not for me. I think the price does turn it off for me. I'm a bit sort of, I just feel like that plush, I could easily sort of find one that's similar for half the price. I don't know.
Yeah.
I sound like such a person who hates this kind of stuff, but I don't know. I just feel like, I think, look, we all know that Disney is known for marketing really well and bringing up some incredible ideas. I just feel that sometimes they push the limit, push the boundaries a bit too much, in my opinion.
Okay, so Lizzie agrees with us too. Where like, if it's the only thing you collect, right? Like, let's go for it because it's fun. You have the different plushies, you have the different outfits, and if this is the only thing you're gonna collect, I think it's super fun. But right, it's the same as any collection. Mystery paints would cost her a lot more, so she prefers those. So yeah, it's like with anything, but yeah, I'm not a plushie collector. I do have some plushies, and I do have some wishables. Like when the Beauty and the Beast wishable set came out, I had to complete it. So but yeah, I think that if it's the only thing you're gonna collect, go for it. If not, I like with me, I don't think I'll be getting any Nuimos. But they are fun. But for example, this set right here, so Disney's smart about it. So we have a little bundle basically. Here's Stitch, fully clothed. Oh, add collection to bag, there's two items, and at the bottom we have the breakdown. Naked Stitch, $17.99. And the clothes, $12.99. So they put them together just to kind of give you ideas. But I don't know, I think it's fun, but I just don't think it's for me because I buy a lot of pins and stuff like that. So
yeah, I think the only one I would get, I would want a Nemo Nuimo, just so then I could say I've got a Nemo Nuimo.
there you go.
There we go.
Yeah, so Crystal's saying they're cute to look at. I saw them in person last week at my local Disney store. They are so tiny for $18, for $17.99. Yeah, so they're about the size of a hand. So they're not like huge. let's see. Chris McDurch saying wishables are like half the size for $10, and these are great quality and have more into it for it to stand. I think. Okay, so you
Okay, that's
see,
fair. Yeah, that's fair.
yeah, I collect other items, so because I'm not necessarily a plushie collector, I don't see myself getting into these. But it's again, it's like just like with any collections, like pins,
Yeah.
for example. There's the mystery pins, there are jumbo pins, there are OE pins, there are LE pins. Some people would be like, "Why are you buying a pin for $30?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a great deal." But some people, right? Some people will be like, "Why? It's a tiny piece of metal that probably cost Disney 50 cents to make. Why are you paying $30?" Oh, because I think it's a great deal. So yeah, I think it's in the eye of the collector, I guess. But for me, I just don't see myself getting into emos, but I do know they have become really popular these days.
Yeah. I agree.
And oh, where am I? I'm here. So you see, I have everything written down. There's so many things to talk about. So that's just Monday. Oh my goodness, and we're 45 minutes into the stream, so I'm gonna try to go through everything real fast. On Tuesday, we had. You've heard of DSSH pins, right? That the Disney Studio Store Hollywood pins from
Yeah.
California.
Yeah.
So these they do online releases once in a while, and these online releases are typically crazy because when they give you a link and when the link goes live, they give you a number, your number 8,000 in the queue, and you're like, great, these pins are LE 300 and number 8,000 in the queue. I don't think I'm gonna get anything, but we had one of these releases this past Tuesday. So I'm actually going to share Disney Pins Blog's page because Ryan, as usual, does a really good job with, covering the pins. So let me share the screen. All right. Perfect. So these came out Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And I didn't even know this was dropping. I just happened to see it on Instagram because it's Disney Studio Store Hollywood. They have a Facebook page and have an Instagram page. So these were only 400, but they had a decent amount of limited edition pins being released. And what I always tell people is that even if you get number 7,000 or 8,000 or 5,000, stay there, because what happens is that everybody has a certain amount of time to complete their purchase. And when that time's up, you're out of the queue. So you might still be able to get at least one pin. So I always say, even if I've been waiting for like 3 hours to get in. So we had the Friendship series in LE 400 with the retail price of $28.95 each. The first one was Aladdin, which you have Aladdin and the genie, super cute pin. We also have Fox and the Hound, and we also had Lilo and Stitch. I think this is such a cute pin. Oh my gosh.
That's the best looking one so far, I think.
Yes, and I'm not even a Stitch collector, so I can only imagine what Christian and Michael are thinking right now. Like, oh my gosh, we need this pin because it is so cute. And then we also have Monsters Inc. So we have Sully and Mike, super cute. Pinocchio. Oh, I don't like Pinocchio.
You don't? I think the pin looks quite good.
It's just that have you heard the story about Pinocchio?
Have I heard the story about
my story with Pinocchio?
No.
So I don't necessarily like Pinocchio. When I was younger, you know how like parents, they tell their kids about the boogeyman, and if you misbehave, the boogeyman's gonna get
right,
you.
Right.
My mom's boogeyman was Pinocchio. So I don't I'm not scared of Pinocchio, but I just don't necessarily like Pinocchio.
Right.
So my mom will be like, like if you lie or if you misbehave, Pinocchio is gonna come to your bedroom at night and pull your nose, and you're gonna look like Pinocchio, or he's gonna pull you by your feet, like some really scary stuff. So,
oh my gosh,
yeah. I was terrified of Pinocchio. So no, Pinocchio for days. No. So that's why I'm not necessarily a big fan of Pinocchio. Let me see if I can try to catch up with the chat real quick.
No, I totally understand if you want to move on from that Pinocchio.
So Lizzie said, completely agree. I get judged so much for collecting plush, but it's no different than pins
Yeah,
or
exactly.
pops. Not usually that's compared to pins and pops. Um, so yeah, I mean, everybody collects what they collect. You know, when I first started doing YouTube, not many people were talking about pins, and at least when I started, I felt like the people within the community that I was, not many people were talking about pins, and I didn't really care because I like my pins, you know. So, and Lizzie, every time I think of plushies, I think of you. And if I want a plushie and I want to know about it, I'll come to you.
She's
And I,
plushie queen.
oh
Like
yeah, oh yeah, and it's like yeah, like I collect pins. You know, my dorks they typically collect mainly pops. Lizzie does her plushies. You know, Geeky Mama Bear she collects pops. She collects comics. She has some pins. So everybody collects something different, which I
exactly.
think is the beauty of this community that we can all come together because we collect something and then we can share what we collect. So and there's Disney keys too. There's that too. You know, we collect Disney Store keys. That's one more thing to collect. But just kind of moving back to the pins. We also had a Toy Story pin.
That's
We
nice.
also had this really cute up pin.
Yeah.
No, it's a different design. That all these characters you only see the back of them,
Mm.
but they're all kind of like putting their arms around each other. You know, it's
It's
friendship.
cute. Yeah.
It is a really cute idea, you know, just in time for Valentine's Day. But within this drop, we also had the Hero and Sword series. These were also LE 400, 28.95 each. We had Aladdin. We had Prince Charming. We also had Prince Philip. And we had the Prince. I mean, what do you guys think about these? What do you think about these?
Can you just scroll up to see Prince Philip and Prince Charming? I want to just notice if they've got the exact same sword.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so Prince Philip's sword looks like that, and Prince Charming's.
So it's
Okay, so
really
it's
different, at least.
very slightly different.
Yeah. So it looks
It's-
like they have different pointy ends, I guess.
yeah, and
And
then
then
the
the handles,
hilt is a bit different too.
I call them the handles. Oh my gosh, the hilts.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
But you know what? I didn't even look at the swords to see if they were different. Now this one is pretty different, the one that the prince
Yeah.
has at the bottom. But yeah, you know what? I didn't even look at that. I did see that the little flag banner thingies are they have different colors and different designs. But I think these are cute. I think that I don't know which one I like better. I think they're two completely different styles. I think that these are both going to be popular. What do you think?
You know what? It reminds me of remember that princess series that was also on sort of that sort of banner. They were like the banner princess ones, and they had
Um,
like tassels on either side. Do you remember those pins?
oh
They were an open edition. I think
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
yes. I
yeah,
remember now. Open edition.
right.
Yes.
These look very similar to those, just of the hero side rather than the princess side. So they're pretty nice. Like I quite like the Aladdin pin a lot. And then the others, yeah, they're nice. They're not ones I'd probably collect, but they're yeah.
Yeah, I think these are really cute. So funny story. So I didn't get into the queue until like 3 hours later. It's funny, everything was gone. Hey April, good morning. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. So I didn't get any pins, and then I got out, and then Dirk got in right after I got out. I was like, Dirk, there's nothing, but if you want to see if there's anything there. When he got in, there's one pin available of the LE pins. It was Prince Charming. So I was like, get it, get it. You'll be a traitor. So yeah, it's one of those things. So even if you get in 4 hours later, just you never know because maybe someone had it in their card and their time was up, and now it's available.
Yep.
So don't get discouraged if you get a really crazy high number because sometimes it works. Something else that I wanted to show real quick. So I don't know if you saw me talking about that on your stream yesterday, Dan. Let me see if I can share this real quick. So, there's different companies that do Disney pins. We have Loungefly, we have, Box Lunch, which, they basically have some of the Loungefly pins in there too. But there's this other store called the Geek Store, which I love the name. I think it's really cool. And they release this pin set right here. So it's a pin set by Pin Kings, and it comes with 98 Star Wars pins. The board is
Wow.
not included. But that is an amazing deal. Like, I was doing the math, and it's just a little over like $3 per pin. I mean, you get almost 100 pins, 98 pins, and they're all Star Wars pins. And I was like, wow, this is something that a Star Wars collector would be like, all right, sign me up. Getting almost 100 pins for what, $300? It's not a bad deal. What do you think?
I mean, 98 pins, that's 98 Star Wars characters. I mean, look, I'm a massive Star Wars guy. Like, if that was offered in the UK, I would possibly consider it. The only thing I can't see much of what's on the board there, but it looks like a really nice collection, like quite a simple Star Wars, like, it is a really nice looking collection.
Yeah, I'm not too
I
familiar
can't
with
see
it.
I can't see the details of it though.
Let me see if I can actually go on their let's see, on their Instagram page. Oh, great, not available. Not sure what happened. Well, I'll have to go on their website. If you look it up, the website is called just geekstore.com. And it looks like, from what I can see, because their picture was small, they'll have R2D2, they'll have Chewbacca in there. It looks like they have a couple of different droids I can't see very well. C3PO. So they'll have a little bit of everything. Looks like Darth Vader is in there as well. So, I mean, I think it's like a cool set. I mean, you get a decent amount of pins for, right, $3 a pin is great for $3, especially if you're like a new collector and you're really into Star Wars. Boom, pretty much 100 pins right there. So, I mean, I thought it was a really neat deal there. Now, moving on from pins, because, our hour is coming up real quick. We also saw, let me see if I can get out of here. Let me just stop sharing real quick. We also saw the new Wishables that came out on Wednesday. We had the Small World Wishables. I didn't get any just because I don't collect Wishables, and I'm not a huge It's a Small World fan, but I know there's a lot of people there that collect Small World. Did you see those? Did you see those, Dan?
I did see them. I'm not a big Wishables guy either. But I think something like It's a Small World is perfect for the Wishables sort of brand sort of thing, because the Wishables are meant to be cute. And I think Small World is arguably one of the most cutest rides at Disney. So looking at those plush, it sort of fits the bill right there. It's really... But if you're a big Small World fan, or if you like things that are cute and things that you have sort of put on shelves and stuff like that, I think it's definitely worth going for something like that. I mean, I would probably take that over the Nemo Namina news, whatever they call it.
Oh, there you go. I was trying to find this picture. I was like, where are they?
Look at those. Come on.
They are so cute.
Look at those. I want the clock one.
Yeah, I think the completer is the kangaroo, if I'm not mistaken.
Look at that.
Yeah, I think the clock is really cute. I think they're all extremely adorable. They're super cute. So if I was a Small World fan, I would be all over this. Because, and I love the colors. I love pink, I love teal, I love purple. So I think they look really, really, really cute. I believe they are just, as usual, $9.99 each, whether they're in the bag or the completer, which is a separate one. Love that they did Disneyland and Walt Disney World Hippo. Yes. So, best both worlds. We have two hippos. We have this one and this one, which I had not noticed. So, Lizzie, thanks so much for pointing that out. This is why you are the plushie queen, girl.
It's true. True.
Something else that we also had come out, I feel like now I'm just dropping news like left and right, like boom, 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 boom. But something else that we had come out this week on Thursday, we had the Winnie the Pooh key and key pin release. I have been collecting the keys, but I didn't get these because I think I'm going to focus on the keys that I actually collect. of characters or movies that I actually collect because they're coming out with so many keys that I just can't keep up. But the pin is really cute. It's 12.99. It's a special edition, but it's not like an LE or anything like that. I think it's super cute. But I didn't get it just because I'm just trying to be
Mm.
selective when it comes to these. And these pins are really tiny when you actually get them. What do you think about the keys, Dan? The pin and the actual key.
I haven't got any of the keys. I haven't been a key guy. Well, whatever people say, but no, I'm not a key. I'm not a key collector, but I do quite like them. I'm not sort of. I don't know. I think when I collect pins and stuff like this, I like sort of the difference of each style, and I like sort of different sort of creative ideas. I think with these, I feel like once I've seen one key, I've seen them all, just a different color. That's just me. I don't know. They're cool. I think they're cool. I think if you have them all sort of pinned up on the shelf, like all together, I think they'll look quite nice.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah.
So Lizzie says that the Winnie the Pooh key itself is in my Instagram giveaway if anyone missed out. So definitely go to her Instagram, which is Lizzie in Disney. So that is the key pin. Let me show you guys the actual key real quick, which was $12.99. It is a box key as well. We've been seeing a lot of these box keys. So yeah, and I love this. I can key up. Or you can key up. It's sort of like key up. Ha, love it. I'm a dork. But I mean, these keys are so cool. I'm trying to be a little more selective with my keys just because, again, there's just so many coming out that it's true. I can't key up. This is actually, they have a mystery key set.
Ooh.
I will be opening these in a video. So that's what they look like. They come in a little box and you can get one of 6. So yeah, I was not going to get any, and then I ended up getting 3.
That's collecting for you.
That's what happens. And I just got the up key as well. I'm not an up collector, but I think this key is really pretty.
I like the Luxo lamp at the end.
Yeah, I think it's so cute. I actually like the balloons a lot on like right here and right here. So I really like the colors. I think it's like a really like happy looking key. So
say what you say about Up and the first 10 minutes. It's a very colorful movie, and their branding with all the balloons, so colorful, so good.
I agree. Like I have mixed feelings about Up because, like you said, I feel like those 10 minutes are kind of heavy,
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of like, but I think the key is really adorable, and I love the balloons and the colors. So we'll see. But yeah, I have all keys here. So we'll see. I'm excited because it's the first time that I see that they do like mystery keys. I have a feeling it's going to be like an ongoing thing because the theme on this one is just like kind of like Valentine's. So I wonder if they're going to, what other themes they're going to come out with. So yeah, keys is definitely a thing now. Crystal, can we see your video? I bought 3 too. Yeah, right. Oh no, they're stuck at the post office. Well, hopefully you get them soon. But yeah, I was telling Lizzie, I don't know if I'm going to get any. Maybe I'll get 1, ended up with 3.
That's like me at Disney. Yeah, I'm going to buy 1 pin and 1 pin only. Yeah, $350 later. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I know. That's my life too. So I wanted to show. I have one more news to talk about, and then, so guys, I told Dan that I had something that I wanted to show him, and yeah. So it's I'll show you guys after this news. So it's something related to a fandom that Dan likes. So it's like, all right, I gotta show Dan on this.
I still don't know what it is, so
no clue at all.
Nope.
Okay,
Could be anything.
So a fandom that you like, does that give you any like hints?
So I'm a big fan of Peter Pan,
Mm-hmm.
Star Wars, Marvel, Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings.
Okay, it's within those 5 that you mentioned. It's one of those 5.
Oh, okay. I would say Peter Pan.
Okay.
But I feel like you're gonna say it's from like Star Wars.
Okay. All right.
I'm completely wrong.
I don't know. So, all right. So your guess is Star Wars?
Go on. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Christian and Michael are saying, I think it's Game of Thrones. I don't know. What do you guys think? You gotta tell me your guesses. So I'm gonna show something to him. It's kind of like a show and tell type thing. It's related to one of those 5 fandoms. So he said Peter Pan, Star Wars, Game of Thrones,
Marvel,
and Lord of the
Rings.
So Mike Dorks are saying Game of Thrones.
Well, I feel like it's not Marvel, Lord of the Rings because you slightly forgot about those two.
I might have been doing this on purpose. So Jody and Laura and April, they're both saying Marvel. So we have 2 votes Marvel, 1 vote Game of Thrones, and you said Star Wars.
I said Star Wars, yeah.
So far, Marvel is winning.
Okay.
Exactly. So, all right. So far, Marvel is winning.
Okay.
All right. So you guys let me know. So while you
Mickey's girl said Marvel.
Yeah, Mickey's girls through my chat. Yeah, no, here we go. All right. So 3 votes for Marvel. Maybe. We'll see. All right. So Marvel's winning so far. All right. I just can't wait to show you. But let me talk about this last.
You're just gonna keep everybody like waiting. And,
Look, that is part of the fun because I want everybody to like guess.
The suspense.
Let me show you this last item real quick. It's not Winnie the Pooh. So we're gonna have a really awesome fig pin set coming out on the 10th. And it's Wednesday. So Fig Pin did this before with the Mandalorian, and it was a really nice limited edition set, and they were gold plated. So we're gonna do this again. Oh, and then this is with the princesses too. It's like a different set of princesses. I think it was last year or maybe the year before. I forget. Yeah. But now we're gonna have the 2021 Disney Princesses limited edition of 1,000 deluxe gold plated box set. I mean, talk about fancy. $115. It is a little on the pricey side.
Ooh,
but we do have, 5 pins. They are limited edition. They're gold plated. And once the set is done, that's it. It's done. Then what Fig Pin did when they first did the Disney Princesses set a while ago was that they re-released these characters, but the regular version. They were not gold plated. They were just like the regular silver ones that you get out there. So I mean, if these princesses are like your girls, I mean, this is definitely a set to get. It is limited edition again of 1,000. These sets go really quickly. So I really like that we have a different, different princesses. We have Moana, we have Mulan, Tiana, Pocahontas, Aurora. I mean, I can only imagine how gorgeous the set is going to be like when you actually see it. What do you think about this, Dan? And do you have any fig pins?
Don't have any fig pins just yet. I'm planning on getting some. I think with that set, they look really amazing. I think the Mulan looks fantastic. But I'm more partial to the Tiana and the Aurora, I think those two would probably be the ones I'd probably go for. I'm not a massive fan of Pocahontas. I'm not a big fan of that movie. I think Mulan's cool, but I was never a big fan of Mulan. And Moana's cool as well, but I think Aurora and Tiana for sure are probably the ones I'd probably go for. It's a nice set. Like I've seen the previous sets, the Mandalorian sets, and I think the other princess set, and again, really lovely pins. And I feel like the $115 price, I can see the value in that because it is gold plated. It is a very limited edition, unlike that Raya pin, which was $60. I think this is definitely more worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like around, so let's say there were about $20 a pin. That's like $100 right there. And let's say $15 for shipping. So a little more than $20 a pin, which is not horrible because I believe fig pins are typically around $15 if I'm not mistaken. So you pay a little bit more to get a limited edition size, to get gold plated ones. And then fig pin, just like Pocahontas, no.
Pocahontas, no.
Yeah, I just had like a squirrel moment. Like, huh? So fake pin, just like Funko, they have an app where you can kind of keep track of your pins, and then you get points for the addition signs and all that stuff. So I'm sure that whomever gets this set and they add it to their app, I mean, they're gonna rack up some nice pins. I haven't really kept up with my fake pin app, so I know that at one point, basically the purpose of racking up these pins is pins. Oh my gosh, pin on the brain. Points was just to be able to redeem them for things. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's like a really cool set. I think that if Belle was one of the pins here, I would definitely try going for that set. I regret not getting the set that had Belle, because I ended up getting the Belle fig pin that came afterwards, but it wasn't the same. It was just like the regular version with like the silver back.
Right.
So that's that. But with that said, I think that we're getting to that part of the stream where we're gonna find out what this is. I'm going to stop sharing my screen, but I am going to just keep myself like off camera.
We're going to do a drum roll.
I'm going to do something, and then you let me know what you think this is.
Oh, I know. That's a Star Wars sound. Yeah, that's a lightsaber sound.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Are you really sure?
Yeah, that's definitely a lightsaber sound.
All right. Well,
you can't fool me. Although I'm probably going to be. You see? Oh, I love that.
You know what? Let me turn off my light here. Hold on. So, funny story is that so it's actually Dirk's lightsaber, because I'm not like I'm not like nothing against Star Wars. I think Star Wars is really cool. But I'm just not a big Star Wars collector. I have some pins, and I love the Mandalorian and whatnot. Anyway, so it's this lightsaber, and I think it's amazing. It's super cool. But anyway, so we had the lightsaber in the kitchen, and there was nobody around. You hear, like, what on earth is going on? You hear, and I'm like, nobody's touching this. Why is it going off on its own? So, all right, let me see now. It's gonna be a little dark, but.
Oh, look at that.
So.
Yeah, you're just making me really jealous right now.
So it's really cool because he went with the violet one, and I really like it. And I'm like, oh my God, I need this in my life. Even though I'm not like, I don't really know anything about Star Wars, but I'm like a Jedi now.
So let me get this straight, right? You've seen episodes 1, 2, and 3, which we know. And when I mean episodes 1, 2, and 3, we mean like episodes 1, not the originals. Episode 1, 2, and 3. Have you seen the originals yet?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Laura just said Melissa's fake.
Could
be a fake fan. Yeah, I know I am a fake fan. But this is so cool.
It is very cool. I'm really so jealous because as a massive Star Wars fan, like I've always wanted to have my own lightsaber. I mean, just
fake fan. Well, guys, you already know that. Come on. But like, I was like, this is so cool. And then I love that, like, when you turn it on and off, it just keeps making that like noise. So, oh my gosh. And it is heavy, like this thing is freaking heavy. And I know there's some other lightsabers that are heavier than this one, but it's pretty darn heavy. Like if I was to hit someone by mistake with this, like, oh, there's some damage. But oh my gosh, I thought it was so cool, and I was like, I gotta show Dan. So we couldn't fly with this. Well, technically we could have, but we had so much stuff with us, and one of our suitcases was already overweight. That was $100. So we're like, how are we gonna send this? So I left this behind with Laura. I was like, Laura, send that to me. So when I got the lightsaber, I was like, Laura, was the lightsaber going off at your house? Like, did you hear any weird noises? She's like, no. And I'm like, it goes off on its own. So I was like all creeped out. And I was like, Laura, did you hear weird stuff at your house? Like, no. And I'm like, it's doing it at my house. But then I looked it up, and I guess if you leave the battery on, it's just, I don't know, there's some like, because the batteries are like right here.
In the bottom, yeah.
Yeah, somehow it like, I don't know, it activates itself. So all I would hear in the kitchen is like, meow. I'm like, there's nobody here. But it's so cool. And I really like this color. I think it's so cool.
I'll tell you a funny story. So a year and a half ago when I was last in Disney, I went to go see Fantasmic over at Hollywood Studios.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. And I was watching it with Dev, from Prince Charming Dev. Yeah. And he had just built his own lightsaber. And he built like a red lightsaber, dark side, that kind of thing. And we were with a couple of other friends and whatever. And we were just sitting next to Dev. And he's got the big, the cover on it. And he was like taking it out. He was like waving it with everybody. Like it was pitch black. So it was like perfect, like time for the lightsaber, whatever. And he was like, right, I just need to go and get some popcorn and a drink. And so he goes off and he's like, Dan, can you hold my lightsaber? And I'm just like, hold on, you're Prince Charming Dev. You want me to hold the lightsaber you've just spent $200 on? And he goes, yeah. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, don't drop it. I was just like, I cannot believe I'm holding Dev's. Bearing in mind, I'm not doing any innuendos here. I'm holding Prince Charming's Dev's lightsaber. Everybody be jealous of me, and I was doing like this. I'm using a water bottle, but just imagine. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And then Dev comes back with his popcorn and his drink, and I say, all right, Dev, here you go. And he goes, no, you can hold on to it the whole Fantasmic. And I'm just like, what? Are you serious? All right. So I was just like, it was great.
And it's heavy, right?
It's heavy.
It is heavy.
They are heavy.
Yes, like you see, my friend Amy, she has the Ahsoka one, but hers is like double. So there's like another blade that goes here.
Yeah.
But she was only using the one, and her hilt was so heavy, and hers was all silver. And I could only imagine having like two. I mean, this is heavy enough. So I could only imagine just having another blade there.
If you have Darth Maul's, yeah, the double-ended lightsaber, like.
Oh, Laura.
Yes, get your head out of the gutter.
Don't drop it. Yeah. So we did, the lightsaber experience because he built his own. And it was cool. I like that you can bring a guest. So like I was able to be there and kind of like film and whatnot. And it's funny because, you pick your kyber crystal and whatnot. Something that I like about these, I mean, I don't really know a whole lot about it, but when you build your own, you have the chance to change your crystal as many times as you want. So this could be purple, it could be yellow, it could be blue, it could be green, red. And I guess the ones that you buy that are already kind of like pre-made, you're just stuck with that color. I mean, I guess not stuck because that's the color that you want, then it's fine. But anyway, so during the show, the whole thing, they asked my husband, like, what color did you pick? And I guess the right term is violet. So they asked him, like, what color? He's like, and then our friend was like, violet. And he goes like, violet. And then the guy that was doing the show was like, you're ready to forget? He's like, I was going to say purple. But you see, it's something that I would have said, because I don't know. It would have been like purple. To be like, incorrect. It's violet. But I think this is so cool. And, I would have definitely gone with the purple or violet one because I think it's pretty. Now, this is Mace Windu has like the purple one, right?
Yep. Samuel L. Jackson. The only one who has a purple lightsaber in the movies because he asked for it.
Yeah, I think this is so cool. And you know what? When you build your lightsaber, you get a pin.
Yeah.
So funny.
I need to do that. I'm like, the problem is like getting it back to the UK.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you got to get through like customs and whatever. Just like, so what have you got in this big long black bag? And just like a lightsaber. They're like, yeah, what is it? I'm just like, yo, it's a lightsaber. And I'd be like, vroom. Just like,
I know, but I mean, it does come apart. So I mean, if you have big enough suitcases, that could, but you risk it being broken. So I mean, shipping for it is going to be expensive. Like Jody and Laura sent me ours, just from Florida to New Jersey. And, we did FedEx just so that, it's a little more reliable. It's expensive, the stores. So I would be afraid that the USPS would like lose it or just So we used FedEx, and it was $80 to mail it. So
I'd say there's so much great stuff though at Disney. Like, I want to get my own lightsaber, I want to build my own droid, and I want my own Banshee from Flight of Passage. I want my own sort of like Banshee that I can sit on my shoulder. I want one of those.
yes.
Like, there's so much I want, but like they're not cheap.
The Banshees, they had them at the outlets for some time. They had a small limited quantity of the Banshees. I think they were like $30 at the outlet. But they sold out. And I think that once in a while they bring some and they sell out right away because it's a great deal. And yes, Crystal, I agree. I can be a fake fan all I want, but I'll be a cool fake fan.
So have you not seen a Star Wars film with Darth Vader in it?
Well, I mean, the episode 3, when Anakin becomes Darth Vader.
Well, he does his silly no, like right at the end. Like, no, that's not Darth Vader.
It's the birth of Darth Vader.
That's a pale imitation of Darth Vader.
It's just Darth Vader. So, was that your question? But
the 6th one has teddy bears in it, and you haven't watched it.
Teddy bears?
Yeah. The Ewoks? Have you never? You don't even know who the Ewoks are.
I knew what you were talking about, but I don't really know much about that.
They are small, tiny teddy bears.
Okay. Well, I guess I need to.
But you can't skip straight to that one. You need to watch 4, 5, and 6.
I do. You know what? So we did watch The Mandalorian, and then Laura Ewoks. So I haven't started Side note, I haven't started WandaVision yet, but we have a plan.
But you've seen Marvel though.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're not a fake Marvel fan.
No. So with WandaVision, so we want to finish because we want to do one series at a time. So we want to finish Sabrina. We're almost done, so we can start with WandaVision. Right. So, but I am excited to watch that. And on a totally different like fandom, I started reading the first Harry Potter book.
Have you never read them before?
I'm not a reader. I'm not much of a book reader. So I've been getting into the fandom because of the movies. So I was like, all right, I need to read the books. So I started. I'm like halfway through the first book already. I started a couple of days ago. I just haven't had a chance to like sit down and just keep on reading. So whenever I have time, I read it. And it's not bad. It's an easy read. What happens with the books, with any book, is that I tend to get lost in like all the descriptions, and it kind of loses my interest. But it's so easy to read, and especially because I've seen the movies, like I can visualize it, But yes, I am so excited. Like every time I read, I told her, I was like, Dirk, did you know that Harry's wand was made of a phoenix feather, and that that phoenix had another feather, and it went to Voldemort's wand? Did you know that? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I didn't know that. I just told you. You're welcome.
There you go. Spoiler alert, everybody. Just
oh. Sorry.
For anybody who didn't know. But I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan. I like Harry Potter. The studios where they filmed it literally are like 10 minutes from my house.
Really?
Yeah, but and you see like the purple buses from the third movie go past my road, which is pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah, but it's I like the movies. I'm not like a massive super hardcore fan. I'm more of a Marvel guy. Like WandaVision is just, it's amazing. WandaVision is so good.
I need to watch it. I saw that April says that she loves WandaVision.
This week's episode was amazing.
Mike Dork. So that's what I see people talking about it on Facebook, and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna like read the details because we are gonna watch it, but it's in order. After we're done with one series, we go with another. But I'm sure we're gonna be hooked because we do like all the Marvel movies and the Avengers and all that. So,
do you like the X-Men movies?
Yes. So I haven't seen all of them because I feel like it got to a point where there were just too many different ones coming out, and they had changed the actors. And
have you seen Days of Future Past?
No.
Oh, it's so good.
Because someone's been saying she's gonna. I know WandaVision, but I will.
The thing is, I think you're doing sort of it in the right way, because thing is with all of us, What spoilers, McDork's part? There's no spoilers. What I say is you're doing it quite well because for us who are watching it now, we have to like wait a week for the episode. Whereas where you get started with WandaVision, I feel like you can binge watch it easily all in one go.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm excited. I am going to watch it. It is true. I've been saying this for like 3 weeks that I'm going to watch it. Haven't started. But you know how like Christian says that Michael said no, Dirk said no. We're gonna finish watching.
I haven't spoiled anything. All I asked was whether Mel has seen the X-Men movies.
So I haven't seen all of them. I have seen some of the movies. Like I saw all the original ones, that came out roughly when, Spider-Man first.
Right, with Ian McKellen, Patrick Stewart, yeah.
Where they had, oh my gosh, I forget, Famke Johnson as Jean Grey. I saw all those original ones. I saw some of like the Wolverine movies, but some of like the newer movies with like the newer cast I haven't really seen.
Like James McAvoy, Michael Fassbender. Those, you know what? Those are really good.
I think I've seen
really good
bits and pieces of some of them, but I mainly saw the original ones. So I will have to kind of catch up. I know that Sophie Turner is like the new like Jean Grey now, so I haven't seen with her. And I haven't seen any of the movies. I saw bits and pieces of one of the movies with Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique. So I know a little bit here and there of like the newer X-Men movies, but
they're good.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth watching. I think because now Disney owns the X-Men,
right?
It's quite good to sort of have a bit of a recap of those because you never know what could happen.
Yeah, and what I want to talk about before we leave is, all right, you gotta explain to me a little bit about the new Spider-Man movie that's coming out. Stuff. All right, so I know you have it on your stream, but if you can kind of give me like the Cliff Notes version of this.
Okay, right. If you don't know, I am a massive Spider-Man fan. I love Spider-Man and the whole sort of mini franchise with it.
Yeah.
So as we know, my favorite Spider-Man that's been like sort of been around the last couple of years is Tom Holland. He's been in the MCU. He's done Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home. And he's been in Avengers Infinity War, Endgame. And he's kind of like the Spider-Man of the MCU. Now with Spider-Man 3 that's coming out later this year, I think at the end of this year, we're going to be getting not one, but two of the previous Spider-Man that came out over the last sort of decade or so. So Tobey Maguire, who's coming back, he's coming back as reprising his role as Spider-Man. And in Spider-Man 2, Alfred Molina, who plays Doc Octopus, who I think is one of the best Marvel villains ever been on the big screen, he's coming back, which is absolutely incredible. And then you've got Andrew Garfield, who played the Amazing Spider-Man that came out a couple of years ago. He's coming back with Jamie Foxx as Electro. He's coming back too. And how I think all of this is going to be sort of filtered in with WandaVision and the new Doctor Strange film, which is called The Multiverse of Madness. Everything is going to be sort of blended in with each other. And Spider-Man, he's in, if you saw Far From Home, Spider-Man kind of needs a lawyer right now, so maybe Daredevil from the Netflix show might be coming in, which is really interesting. We're going to be hopefully getting Michael Keaton's Vulture back. Mysterio might be still around with Jake Gyllenhaal. I mean, there's so much going on. The Green Goblin from the original Spider-Man could be returning too. I mean, there's just so much good stuff here. And that's it. William Dafoe could be back as the Green Goblin. And it's all setting up sort of as the Sinister Six, which is kind of like the sort of the bad Spider-Man Avengers. So they're sort of the bad guys, like all of Spider-Man's greatest villains all come together, which is really cool. So we're going to get 3 Spider-Mans in the same movie with all of our favorite sort of Spider-Man villains. And it's going to be so much fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Who knows might show up. I've heard rumors that our friend Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool might be showing up, possibly.
Really?
So I've heard a few rumors out there, but that's going to be coming out later this year. And as a big Spidey fan, I just can't wait. I can't wait.
Well, me too. Because I first heard about this on Dan's stream a couple weeks ago, right? A couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And I was like, hold on, what? Did you just see Tobey Maguire is coming back? So I've been thinking about that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to see how this is all going to come together. So we'll see. I mean, I do like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I mean, I haven't seen his standalone movies, but I have seen him in the Avengers, and he does great. Like, I think that he does a great, like, young Peter Parker. But I still really like Tobey Maguire, but maybe we'll have to see his standalone movies to kind of get
For me, Tom Holland is the perfect Spider-Man because Spider-Man was always meant to be a kid. And with Tobey Maguire, though I thought he was a good Spider-Man, as Peter Parker, he looked like he was 30 years old playing a college student. So I never really bought it. Whereas Tom Holland is the actual age of a high school kid. He's a brilliant Spider-Man who's got all the quips, which we know Spider-Man is known for. And so he's kind of got the best of both worlds. And I feel like Tobey Maguire was good for his time. And he was more of a mature Spider-Man. Whereas I think Tom Holland really is the best comic book interpretation of him. So I think it's great. I think having them all three there is going to be really good.
Yeah, I think that because the Tobey Maguire movies were, when it came out, that is what I kind of picture Spider-Man like to look like if he was going to be like a person. But I didn't, now that you say it, I guess he did look a little older to be a high school kid.
Yeah.
But to me at the time, it just kind of, to me, it was like, all right, that's it. They brought Spider-Man to life. But I do have to agree that Tom Holland, I mean, at least based on his appearance on the Avenger movies, I mean, he does great. And so I'm really excited to see this movie.
Me too. I mean, this is gonna be a lot of fun. Spider-Man 3, whatever it's gonna be called, it's not to be missed. But if we I said this on one of my streams a couple of weeks ago, this year is going to be the year of Marvel. We got no Marvel last year because obviously the pandemic and everything like that. But, we're getting WandaVision. We're getting Falcon and the Winter Soldier coming out in March. We're going to get the Black Widow movie, which I'm really excited about. We're going to get so much. We're going to get the Loki series from Thor. So we're getting a Loki series. There's just so much good stuff coming out. And if you are a Marvel fan, like, this is the year to be a Marvel fan. So.
Do we have a date for the Spider-Man movie to come out yet?
It's going to be around December, late November, I think. I don't know the exact date just because depending on how we're doing it with the pandemic, whether they'll move it back or forward. But they're planning around December, I think.
Okay. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I definitely gotta watch it just because, I do like Spider-Man, and I like that we're gonna have all these different Spider-Mans, I guess, from like parallel universes,
different universes,
just come together. And the Loki series, I mean, there's so much cool stuff coming out, and of course I'm behind with this, but I will get there. I feel like we should do a stream just about WandaVision once I finally
my gosh, such a great show.
A
great show.
I know, when I finally watch it, you guys are gonna be like, finally, girl. So but it's coming. I'll let you guys know. But with that said, oh my goodness, we are a little over an hour and a half. Oh my goodness. Dan, what do you have coming up on your channel? So I'm going to make you full screen so you can.
Oh gosh. Before I say, again, Mel, thank you so much for having me. This is such a blast and hanging out with everybody in the chat. And again, a big congrats on 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you.
You really, honestly, you really do deserve it. And everyone here is so amazing. So thanks for coming and joining us today. I told you by the end of the stream it'll be nighttime. I told you. It was bright, and now it's very dark. But in terms of my channel, today apparently is this thing called the Super Bowl.
Yes.
I know nothing about the Super Bowl. So if you want to come and watch a video later today at 4:30 p.m. Eastern about me ranking every single American football team, not knowing anything about American football, and just looking at their logos, then please feel free to check that out. I like to do some of these parody sort of videos and Disney videos. But my main show is called Disney Fiasco, which I've been doing for nearly 3 years now. It's at 7 p.m. on a Saturday. This will be my 126th episode next Saturday. It's a lot of fun. And we do literally everything, all these different topics. I kind of think of all different ideas. I mean, this last weekend I did with Meg from Mickey's Magic. We did top favorite characters we want to see at a dinner party. Like, I mean, I've done, top places to sit at Disney, or, places to get a burger. Like, I've done all these weird sort of topics for my show, but Disney Fiasco is my main show. That's 7 p.m. on Saturdays. And then on Sundays, I do a thing called Disney Movie Review, which I do with my buddy Walt from Mouse Talk, where we choose a random movie out of for all you pop figures out of this. I use boxes for a good reason. I put all the movies on Disney Plus into the box, and I randomly choose a movie, and we watch it. It's like our Disney book club. And Walt and I from Mouse Talk, we review the movie. So next Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern, I'll be reviewing the film Tinkerbell. So that should be a lot of fun. So come join us for that. But I do a lot of live streams. I go and just try and collaborate with so many people as possible, because that's what I love doing. And creating videos and Disney videos, talking about Disney food, comics, everything. So come join the shenanigans. Come join the craziness. And thank you so much for having me. This was so much fun.
Well, thank you for accepting my invitation. As usual, you can always welcome anytime you're available. Come on over. I feel like we have a really amazing Sunday family here. So, thank you to everybody that's always here. Thank you everybody that's still in the chat here and that was here in the chat earlier. Mike Dorks, Jody and Laura, Charles Miller, Lauren Travels. We have Disney Mom up to April. Thanks so much for stopping by. Mickey's Girls was here. Lady Crystal 3. And Lizzie, of course. If I'm missing anybody, I am sorry. I'm scrolling through the chat to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. But thank you so much, everybody, for being here today. And then as far as me, what do I have coming up on my channel? So tomorrow I am going to be on Mickey's Magic. Yes. At 9. So we're going to do... we're going to show Valentine's Day pins. So that's going to be exciting. And then later this week, as usual, I'll have some either pin content or key content. I'm not quite sure which one is going to come out. So just keep an eye on that. And then, of course, on Sunday, we are back with Disney Collectibles Sunday. And yes, I'm going to be with Lauren Travels tomorrow on Mickey's Magic. It's going to be Lauren, Meg, and Donna Jaworski. So
that is a star-studded lineup right there.
Pins. But with that said, you guys, I hope everybody has an amazing Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. And then again, thanks so much for being here. And we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.